I walk through the shadow of death left to fear. This is a journey through the halls of hell.
Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Black Mirror series. This is episode 1 of season 7, and this is the first season that I didn't just get to binge watch. I had to wait for the release of this season, so I've really been looking forward to it. So without further ado, this is episode 1 of season 7 of Black Mirror, Common People. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it. Oh, I've missed Black Mirror.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Okay, we've got a seemingly happy couple so far. I'm sure this will last to the end of the episode.
Drone insects help with flowers. Anyone? Tisha.
Polarization.
Oh, so it might be another episode focusing on the insect drone technology. That's interesting. I wonder what angle Charlie Brooker will take it in this time. I really liked the original episode which focused on this technology.
She laughed at my shoes. We can't afford new ones. Tisha says they're old.
School kids being school kids. You take those shoes and shove them down Tisha's throat.
Who has the coolest shoes?
I guess me.
Hey, cool shoes.
Thanks.
She's lying, those stupid shoes.
Our anniversary, he's taking me away for the weekend. They're back!
Much respect for the chosen car pose there, my friend. I mean, everybody needs exercise. Everyone needs to stretch their gooch from time to time.
I'm so excited. Happy anniversary.
Well, she married an absolute lovable cornball, didn't she?
You think Phyllis is still working the desk? I hope so.
I hope she's not, actually.
What a nice set that was. I wonder what location they used to film this episode in. Looks like a good steakhouse or something.
One juniper brat burger.
Jeez.
One more juniper brat burger.
Thank you, Pod.
Is that connected to San Junipero in any way?
Oh, that's dense.
I like when my food fights back.
So do polar bears. I don't know if that's a good personality trait to have. So they've took me in two different directions here straight away by showing me the insect drones in the classroom, but then also just mentioning the word juniper in this show makes me think, are they in San Junipero? Is this another simulation episode? My guard is up. It's either drones or simulation, or simulated drones, or drones running a simulation.
This is an official try. But I'm okay with a happy accident.
Shout out to those people out there who have ever had sex to try for a baby. I have never had sex once in my life to try for a child. I mean, if I was trying, I was definitely finishing in the wrong place.
We don't even know if I can.
You can.
Even if she couldn't have a child, it's not the end of the world. They can always adopt and stuff like that. Or is it a big deal to some parents for it to be their definite genetic combinative offspring kind of thing?
What's up?
Things have been rough for Tim Allen since the end of Tool Time.
When we reach 20 bucks, this guy right here is gonna have to drink his own piss. Look at him. Look, target reach.
Oh my god, okay. Now this is another piece of technology which this episode could be focusing on. There's a lot of good bait and switches early in this episode. It wouldn't surprise me if the whole episode's focused on a website like that. What the fuck? Was that just a natural accident or some other shit going on?
What? Hospital's trying to call you. What? Something about Amanda.
What the fuck, Charlie? You gotta kill one of them in the first 10 minutes, yeah? You can't even let this couple have a dinner.
And how long it's been growing. It's essentially fused to her parietal lobe.
Oh, fuck off. That's horrible. I saw this guy's face and I thought, great, I'm gonna have so much fun making Tim Allen Tool Time jokes throughout the rest of this episode. I can't do that to a grieving husband.
What are you saying to me right now?
She may never regain consciousness.
This has got to be another San Junipero episode then. This can't have nothing to do with insect drones.
They have an experimental procedure. It's very new, so not without risk.
Okay.
I was looking forward to watching the new series of Black Mirror. I forget how fucking bleak it can be.
I'm Gaynor from Rivermind.
Rivermind doesn't sound like San Junipero's company.
We replace what we removed with synthetic receiver tissue.
Shit, that's an interesting concept. So like a cloud brain technology.
Okay, you see me right now, right?
I do.
Okay, 18 months ago, This was me.
Oh man, this is such a crazy technology. Not too different from the stuff that one of Elon Musk's companies is working on with Neuralink stuff. This is just a digital step ahead of that.
And then she has to physically stay within the coverage range. It's kind of like cell service.
So what happens if she goes outside of range? Does she just fucking die? Shut down? A part of her brain stops working? That could be really bad.
Okay.
And then for the streaming, we run a subscription model, so it's $300 a month.
A subscription? Oh, that's fucking horrible. Subscribe to your loved one or we're gonna block off her digital brain. Oh my God. I wish this episode was about the insect drones again now. That's where this is going, isn't it? He's gonna have like money trouble and then have to do desperate shit just to keep his wife's digital brain turned on through the subscription service. They might choose to increase that subscription fee as well.
I'm so happy to see you.
We'd all do it though. You know, we'd all do this. Of course we would. We'd all bankrupt ourselves on their insidious inscription service to see our loved ones. Charlie Brooker takes his mind to the darkest corners of humanity when he writes,
You are a fucking miracle.
I am a fucking miracle.
Okay, so we're gonna get the next 10 minutes of things being okay for a while again, thankfully. So I'm gonna try and squeeze in some Tim Allen jokes before things turn to shit.
A lot of money every month.
Yeah, I know. But I'm taking extra shifts and it's stuff that we can cut back on, like...
Okay, scratch the jokes, we're straight into the money trouble.
You know you're going like 5 miles per hour, right?
You just had surgery on your brain. I'm being cautious.
I completely understand this guy though. One of my very, very close family members needed a large portion of a tumour removed from their brain, and when they were in the car, you didn't even want to go over a bump because you were just so worried about the blood in their brain, etc. I'm curious as to what this guy actually makes also. He could be building a giant mech for all we know.
Hey,
Black Mirror making that sweet Adidas money.
go easy on those. Can't afford more until payday.
This is going to be about shitty money trouble, and I feel like there's going to be a moment where one of them has a breaking point. Oh fuck, I see it all now. I see it all. I understand what they've done. I get it. Okay, this is shit. So the money trouble's gonna get so bad that they themselves are gonna have to go through public humiliation on that website just to make some extra money. And if I've guessed that, then some other shit is going to happen even worse that I haven't yet guessed. I was planning on playing Xbox after this. I'm just gonna go walk up a mountain and stare into the sun.
We're going to the Juniper.
Okay.
A fun little splurge.
Is the Juniper that lodge they went to? Right, that's interesting. Anytime that word comes into play, I'm like, okay, so the lodge isn't real. It's a fucking simulated lodge. These guys are going out for a digital steak.
Sleep all the time, and I'm just a teacher.
Oh, just
Like
a teacher.
I'm
I see
doing
where we're
manual
going now.
labor.
Well, regardless of all the exterior issues coming their way, at least they're holding it together internally.
Disputing that, I'm just saying that now that we're free, don't you want to have fun in our...
What the fuck just happened there?
It's because you passed outside the coverage area.
Oh shit.
The new bandwidth, which is part of an exciting change to Rivermine service.
Here we go, monthly subscription fee increased.
How much is the plus?
So, it is $500 a month
Oh
on
my
top of
God.
the existing package.
On top? Ah, fuck this shit. Sorry guys, I'm just swearing and saying I hate it. It's a brilliantly written episode, but the subject matter is infuriating. Because this is the future. People get that wrong about Black Mirror. See, Black Mirror, it's not sci-fi. It's science that's just round the corner. It's not fiction. It just hasn't happened yet. There's a difference between this and science fiction. That's why watching all these scenarios fuck with me, man. Because it's not impossible. It's 20 years away.
Playing in my head?
You want a coffee?
Yes, please, God.
Sorry, as I was finishing what I was saying there, she said she was feeling a whistling in her head. Is that just because that part of her brain is removed, or is that them literally making the previous service worse until they upgrade to Plus?
That's why parents love Honey Nugs. Whole grain chunks covered in golden Tupelo honey.
Oh fuck, she's literally just saying adverts. There's now adverts in the non-plus service built into her fucking brain.
What are those?
The sweetest way to start your day.
I'm a bit, in shock about this episode. Do you know why? Because I heard from a few people that the first episode of the new season of Black Mirror wasn't that good. And this has been incredible so far. Fucking shockingly incredible.
Families that stay together bask in the glow of Christ's heart. For more information on faith-based family counseling...
This is so creepy. The fact that they've even allowed her brain to do that when in an individual room with a child she's meant to be tutoring as well makes it even eerier, because of course they're going to listen to her as their teacher, and she's just coming out with church adverts to them. And she's not even aware of it happening as well, so it clearly takes control of her brain when the advert runs, because she doesn't remember saying any of it. Watch her come out with a condom advert or something just now and he'll realise what's happening and they'll have to upgrade.
Ride smooth with thirst trap lube. Available in 6 flavors.
Well, not a condom advert, but pretty similar.
Why did you just say ride smooth with thirst trap lube?
Thank God he was paying attention there and didn't just brush it off because they were about to have sex.
Fuck of a buzzkill, that. Ooh.
Speak for yourself, I'd have still fucked her after she gave me the lube advert, but you know.
Erectile dysfunction gel. Side effects may include high blood pressure and suicidal ideation.
This is becoming a bit too frequent now as well. They seem to be just dropping adverts whenever it happens.
It's something that we are trialing as a part of the evolution of our service. You must be in one of our test cells.
What's weird is this company is doing all this new shit without letting them know first. They didn't let them know that they would be driving out of range because they were changing their towers. They didn't let them know they would be introducing ads.
What's your next little trick? You gotta make my asshole whistle jingles?
No, that's not part of our development cycle.
That would have been more impressive than the adverts.
Upgrade.
We can't afford that. You people are sick.
Agreed. Because you know there'll be a company out there that will do this shit and make people subscribe to their loved ones or they'll die. And even if the actual technology of digitally replacing a portion of the brain won't exist, there will be people that are dying in the future and get their brain fully digitally replicated so their loved ones can still genuinely access the real them digitally. And if that's kept behind a paywall, it is fucking horrible.
Find your mature match at Silver Swans. Exclusive dating for the over 50.
This is going to start affecting her workplace. She can't be saying things like that to children and her co-workers. She'll get fired.
You know, if you lose your job, we're going to struggle to even cover our common subscription.
I know.
This shit's heartbreaking.
We'll do something. I'll do something.
Yeah, straight onto that website, which was foreshadowed in the episode earlier. Well, if you told me the first episode of the new season of Black Mirror was going to end with an Irish Tim Allen drinking his own piss, I wouldn't have put any money on that. Please let it be a strange superhero origin scene. Please let it be a strange superhero origin scene. It's just going to end up showing up with thousands and his wife's going to be like, what the fuck do you do?
While I have you, would you like to hear about exciting plans
Fuck
for the
no.
future?
Oh no, man. That means there's plans above plus now. Fuck these people.
Never mind, plus.
What?
Yeah, I had a bit more left over from my overtime and stuff.
Now the adverts are going to get ran on plus as well, aren't they? Oh, fuck. So he was actually drinking his own piss as well. That's fucking disgusting. No offense to people out there that drink piss. It's an acquired taste. I'm not saying you're fucking disgusting. It's just disgusting to me, alright? You wouldn't catch me in a bunny mask drinking piss. You barely catch me in a bunny mask making other people drink mine.
How about this, guys? How about for $90? I'll put the fucking mousetrap on my tongue.
I'm repeating myself, but this is absolutely fucking horrific. I don't know how else to describe this episode. It sucks. It's amazing. The content sucks. And you know, it's easy enough to wash out a pissy pint glass. Try explaining having a giant tongue to your wife. Don't say it too loud, she'll probably give you a tongue deflation advert.
As a part of our last firmware update, we did extend the sleep time a little bit.
Everything is getting worse and worse and worse. Let me guess, there's super plans now that reduce the sleep time.
While you're in sleep mode, our servers are harnessing your spare processing capabilities.
She's being used to power other people.
Or premium users.
Well, Plus is actually now standard. But it is better than common.
I could happily see this woman be fired out of a cannon into a brick wall.
Dial it up or dial it down. Take control of your mood with the Rivermind app.
This is insane. This is absolutely insane.
Couldn't do parkour? Think again. Woo! Rivermind Lux.
I don't know how much this upgrade costs, but I will take this one. I'll rob a bank for this upgrade.
It's just an additional $1,000 a month.
$1,800 a month.
If you don't choose to subscribe to the full-time package, we actually have temporary boosters.
This might be one of the worst reactions I've ever recorded for me giving any insightful input. I think I've said, oh my god, this is horrible. This is horrific. I can't believe this. What the fuck? Times, 15 throughout the whole show. But what did you guys say when watching this other than those phrases? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. That's a one-time payment, and once they've seen your face, you're gonna ruin your life and you'll never get another 500 like that. You're a fucking idiot.
Okay. Let's make this fucking quick.
No! Fuck.
That's 12 hours of Rivermind Lux. You're gonna have a very good time.
If this episode doesn't end with that CEO getting shot in the head, Charlie Brooker has severely misread his audience.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. So I guess if you just put pleasure up by itself, it's essentially like somebody on an ecstasy.
Your hand feels so nice.
Yeah, yours feel nice.
Like extra nice.
It's like they're just injecting her digital brain with digital drugs to make her feel this way.
In love with you.
Manda.
It's all I want.
She's just moved by everything with it dialed up from tastes to sounds. I take it that's the version she hears in her head when she's got the pleasure dialed up.
Sounds like you're exaggerating a bit.
Oh, your skin feels so fucking good.
That raises another question. Is it actual pleasure she's feeling, or is it just the digital brain being programmed to act like it's at a heightened pleasure to the point where she comes across fake? Like, like when porn stars do it.
Babe. It's 11 a.m.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I've got a super crazy theory. It's probably bullshit. It's got to be bullshit. The only component they've mentioned so far that they haven't used in this episode is insect drones. What if the insect drones cause the tumors? Does that make sense? Is that too insane? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, it was bound to happen. Like I said, I hope that 500 was worth it, bro, because you're not getting another 500. You've already shown everyone your face.
You're a fucking psycho! Don't fucking speak!
He's a psycho. You were the one that were in some lobby making people drink piss and paying them. Well, that's horrible, but at least it was the guy that made him drink his piss. I can't feel that sorry for him.
I just got fired.
What?
Shit. Oh no. See, I thought this episode might end with that bullshit weird twist I was talking about with the drones. More than likely, this is just going to spiral downhill financially for them from here, isn't it?
You know what? We'll go to Rivermind and we'll just plead our case, huh?
They won't listen.
We're loyal customers.
Yeah, this is where this episode's going to get really dark. They're going to do something out of desperation or some other horrible shit.
We are good customers, and we're just asking for a little bit of credit so we can have time to get back on our feet.
I understand your circumstances.
With a service like this that's going to affect her brain for the rest of her life, they should honour customers with the deals they got when they first signed up. It seems truly evil to tie someone's brain into a contract which you can then change the numbers on.
But you're not pregnant now.
Why are you asking?
Pregnancy cost extra.
I can't believe this shit. Fuck me. This is so infuriating. She doesn't even have to deal with how they've just treated her because she's on the Lux program and can just give herself nonchalance. If I was her, I would have turned up the martial art meter to 10 and beat the shit out of them, but you know.
We're here for the crib?
I don't like when there's a time jump in these episodes. What the fuck has happened in this year?
We're not having a baby.
Then why'd you want the crib?
Oh, we're setting it on fire for a music video.
Well, isn't that symbolic? He's had to pull his own teeth out. Fuck, so he's still going on that website as well. This is an absolute modern tragedy. Oh, why do I have a feeling this is gonna end badly?
Mike, how did you even pay for this?
It's dummies, but it's a specialist.
It's nice to see him being honest with her about how he's making the money.
I think it's time.
Oh, she wants to die. Great.
Only if you should.
I'm sure.
This absolutely sucks. Luigi's lucky he never watched this episode before he went on his rampage. He'd have shot up the whole building.
Not yet.
Let the sunshine in with Endorphox antidepressant lozenges.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I hope a health executive or someone somewhere, just one of the fuckers, watches this episode and gains a little bit more compassion towards what they do. I have no words for this. Episode 1 of Season 7. I'm instantly speechless. Deflated, miserable. Oh well, at least he was going to do a little bit of DIY at the end of the episode, moving on from the tragedy. Fuck me. Okay, and that was episode 1 of season 7 of Black Mirror, Common People, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, Common People, what did I think of that? An absolutely incredible beginning to season 7. I was gripped from the beginning to the end of this episode. I was shocked from the beginning to the end of this episode. It is so on the pulse of what horrible health companies might do with advanced health technologies in the future, and to see how it would affect desperate people living on the breadline who, you know, it's already the case in America. These statistics might be different now, but from my knowledge, 1 in 3 Americans get cancer. The average cost of a cancer patient in America is $200,000. So if you times $200,000 by 1/3 of your population, that is a good little honour, but also these families won't all be able to afford that $200,000. A lot of people, and in fact if you look it up, the number 1 cause of bankruptcy, I believe, in America is medical costs. Truly the definition of a snake eating its own tail, and to see it taken to this level with new technological advancements and it being so like something I could actually see companies doing, it is a fucking heartbreaking episode. Oh my god. And I love how they worked a few concepts into this episode. It almost had a little element of the 15 Million Merits episode in it, in the fact that it had this secondary piece of media which was dehumanizing and derogatory, and it ended up a person having to go on it in order to make ends meet, with the woman having to go on the porn channel in 15 Million Merits and the guy in this episode having to go on that website to make money just by doing horrible shit to himself. So it covers that aspect of the exploitation of human desperation, but then also these companies that tie you into contracts and then create a plus service and downgrade what used to be a good service to make the plus service better and then have a service above the plus service. And it's already horrible when they do it with mobile phones and things like that, but to do it with a human brain, and it would not surprise me if some company out there was as callous enough to do something like this. It makes me sick to watch it. Okay, so the weird twist I was talking about during this episode, I do actually think it might have improved it in a tiny way, so hear me out. Hear out BA the writer, my little addition to the script. So early on it showed that that woman was talking about insect drones and pollination in the classroom. What if we established early on that a small part of their income was, you know how some people sign up for solar paneling and it then reduces their energy costs, or they get a little bit of money for contributing with solar panels? What if we'd established early on that because they live in their little farmhouse, they'd signed up to the drone pollination program so that drones were allowed to pollinate within a small radius of their house, and that was part of their income? And it could have been a throwaway line they used when discussing with the Rivermind woman, you know, like, oh, we get 150 from so-and-so because we signed up to the insect drone thing, and it would have been a throwaway line. We could have had an additional twist at the end that the drones could have potentially also been owned by the same company, but not necessarily. It didn't need to be some evil, wicked plan. It could have just been another example of technology fucking with things. It could have been that where these insect drones were first tested and they were one of the sign-up couples, it caused heightened cancer rates in those areas, and that could have been an additional twist that the cancer was in fact caused by the insect drones. My small little addition to the episode, not saying I'm no Charlie Brooker, but every now and again I know how to implement a little thing here and there. But yeah, I walk away from this episode with an even deeper seething hatred for any company that tries to profit from the illness of a human being. I'm one of these people that feels like, yeah, if you invent a cure, of course you deserve to make money, but I don't think a company deserves to consistently make an exorbitant amount of money from a medicine that doesn't cost that much to produce. I feel like after a while, medicine should be sold at their production cost. I understand that is not how all other industries work, but I do feel like there should be an exception made for the medical industry, because there's nothing more horrible to see than human beings being exploited for illness by companies that could help them more than they can, but they don't have the money. So yes, that has been all my thoughts on episode 1 of season 7. I hope you've enjoyed this reaction. If you've liked the video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this video around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron. It helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA. Peace.